Bucktown, USA is the place where I rest. That's right. With thorough thugs cast through their chests. And any day just may be the end. See the grim reaper be creeping these streets and Thames.
You run them diamonds in them gems.
Get up in them tech, keep cowards in check. Earn this respect, I told you why I rap. Cause I was raised with a one-track mind and one black man.
I'm from the streets where the average man can become a and it'll be your own fam to get you for the skrill. Or am I the double law crew? Frog like they want to, because that's what we into. And what my mans do, I can't control that. You know that I love all my peoples that show me love back, but disrespect tech.
I'm John Porter. I'm out here at the Team Infamous gym. I'm sitting down with Alex Coates to get ready to fight in Operation Octagon on June 26th. So we want to stop by and get his perspective on this fight and ask him a few questions. So, is this your first time fighting out here in Virginia?
Yeah, it's my first time fighting in Virginia, but it'll be my third fight.
Right.
I've had 2 previous fights in California.
What was the MMA scene like out there?
Oh, it's insane. In California, we have over 2,000 plus registered pro fighters and countless amateur fighters, so it's huge out there. There's a bunch of schools, a bunch of different gyms, so it's real big out there.
I think they changed up the person you're supposed to fight. Do you know anything about the guy you're gonna fight?
Yeah, that's true. They initially did change the original opponent. Not sure what the whole story is behind that, but it makes no difference.
All right. So I think a while back you were on a TV show. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I was a competitor or a contestant on American Gladiators, season 2. I guess NBC decided to bring it back for 2 seasons. So I ended up placing 4th out of 44 competitors. So it was a pretty cool experience.
Really? So what all did you bring back from the experience overall? I mean,
well, I did there were a couple of events where I had to go head to head with some of the gladiators. Those guys were beasts. And I actually met 2 other fighters on there. One is Aaron Simpson. He's 7-0 in the UFC right now, and another guy named Alejandro Soto. He's a UFC fighter, or soon to be UFC fighter, fighting out of San Diego. So I guess I got my foot in the door meeting those 2 guys.
All right. So, have you had opportunity to train with them after that, or?
Well, not with those guys specifically, but I do train at LA Boxing, as well as I've had an amazing opportunity to train with Team Infamous out here in Virginia. And these guys are, they do things differently out here, but it's what I needed. I mean, these guys are in shape. One thing I don't have to worry about working out with Team Infamous is my gas tank. I mean, these guys are real cardio. Everyone's got heart on the team, including the coach. So it's a good group of guys out here. I've had the opportunity to train a couple pro guys out in Southern California as well.
When I was out in California, I lived in the high desert, and they had Big Bear out there, which is a big training area for boxing. Is it still like that, or?
Oh yeah, there's several different schools on Big Bear. Matter of fact, this fall I'm getting ready to try out for another fight team, just to do the training. I'm still with Team Infamous until they decide to kick me off the team. But yeah, I'm getting ready to go to Big Bear this fall to do a 3-day MMA boot camp, if you will, out there. So yeah, there's a bunch of fighters up in Big Bear.
So what's your primary style, or what arts are you currently training in?
My main focus is stand-up. I got pretty decent boxing, not Roy Jones or anything like that. My kickboxing, and of course, I fall back on my wrestling background, so ground and pound would be my main style.
All right. You also spent time in the Marine Corps. Did you do any combative training in the Marine Corps?
Well, we did a little bit of hand-to-hand martial arts in the Marine Corps. They teach you basic stuff, mostly a lot of submission and compliance moves, like non-lethal techniques. So yeah, the Marine Corps gave me a good base, I guess, for submission or combat grappling, if you will.
So what was your MOS in the Marine Corps?
My MOS in the Marine Corps was a 0311 rifleman, basic infantryman. We were in a helicopter company, so we got to live in the dirt and stuff like that, shoot guns every now and then.
So you got to spend time out in Iraq?
Yeah, I did one deployment in Iraq, so that was a pretty interesting experience.
So do you fly out here do you fly out here often, or?
Well, I've been out here a couple times. The last time I came out here was unfortunately due to one of my Marine buddies passing. So I came out here for a funeral. I got the opportunity to train with Mike, Paul, Amigo, Vince, these guys on Team Infamous, and there was a spot open up, and they asked me if I wanted to represent them, which I took as a compliment. These guys have a pretty good reputation out here, so I was glad to fight with these guys.
All right. So any plans of going pro?
Actually, I do have plans. That's the goal. I want to make the UFC, but on top of that, I also have aspiring to fight in Japan as well. The MMA scene is crazy out there. I mean, there are huge fight fans out there. I mean, pretty much every person out there knows about fighters. They know about UFC fighters. So, with enough hard work, rack up a good potential amateur winning record, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I would like to go pro.
So, were you ever have you been out in Japan?
I got deployed there to Okinawa, Japan, and when I was out there, there were Ken Shamrock actually fought out there. And there was a couple underground cage fights we were able to go see while I was over there about 10 years ago.
So, did you have any opportunity to train out there?
No, actually, aside from the Marine Corps training, I didn't get a chance to train, unfortunately. I've been in jiu-jitsu for about 6 months now. My coach, the jiu-jitsu coach, is Sehar. He's a Carlson Gracie trained out of Tom Medina's fight school in California. So I've got decent submission defense. But as far as me going out there next Saturday night trying to choke a guy out or tap him out, it's probably not going to happen unless, if the opportunity presents itself, then yeah, I'll take it. But I'm going for, knockout or rough stoppage.
So since you're out in Cali, do you ever get out and see any Strike Force or UFC? Since that's like pretty much the hub.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't got a chance to see Strike Force or UFC, but there have been some smaller shows I've been to, and every show out in California, I mean, whether it's small or big, I mean, they're all pretty good. I mean, you got young, hungry fighters, so those actually end up being pretty good fights.
What are the main circuits that they have out here?
Circuits?
Well, the MMA venues.
Oh, in California or Virginia? California. Well, California, they've got gyms, they've got the Rain Training Center, which has Mark Munoz and the Nogueras. A couple of those guys. Anderson Silva comes down there, Babalu. Then you have Eric Paulson's, combat submission wrestling. They're pretty well known for churning out some really good fighters. You got the Throwdown Gym in San Diego. Tito Ortiz's gym's out there. So there's the list goes on and on and on. There's a bunch of fight teams out there.
So is it mainly out west? Is it mainly geared towards professionals, or is there like an amateur level where fighters have the opportunity to develop themselves before going to the wolves?
Oh yeah. Well, most definitely. Each fight team has I guess you could say A and B squads, so like minor league baseball, where they'll take guys that want to fight, have some ability, have some skill, and they'll throw them into amateur fights before they turn pro. Because you got to remember, they're representing the team. They don't want to throw a guy out there that's not experienced and gets his butt whooped, So.
All right. So are we going to see a lot more of you fighting out here, or?
Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, if next weekend goes well, I'm aiming to win, and if they want me to come out here and fight again, if Team Infamous wants me out here again, I'll definitely be out here and fighting some more, most definitely.
So what's your prediction for your fight?
My prediction is, I don't like to make predictions too much because anything can happen, but my confidence is all-time high. I'm going in there with not so much as a strategy, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to come out with the victory. But we'll see.
Think we'll see you in a tough show. You have any aspirations of trying out for?
Yeah, most likely. Hopefully, I mean, if like I said, the opportunity comes to rise, I'd love to try for the Ultimate Fighter. If not, I'll go the regular route as well. Just fighting small circuits until I make it to the big show.
All right. Any shout-outs?
Just out to Team Infamous. Thanks for having me out here, and looking to represent you guys well.
These streets and Thames.
You run them diamonds in them gems.
Get up in them tech, keep cowards in check. Earn this respect. I told you why I rep. Cause I was raised with a one-track mind and one black man.
I'm from the streets where the average man can become a and it'll be your own fam to get you for the skrill around my the double law like they want to. Because that's what we into, and what my mans do, I can't control that. You know that I love all my peoples that show me love back, but disrespect tech, then I'm